Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another fragrance review. Scandalous. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you, this time with another fragrance review. And the fragrance we will be reviewing today is Serge Lutens' Cuir Mauresque. Now, this fragrance review will follow my tried and trusty technique of telling you the notes, telling you what notes I get, and then just discussing the fragrance until I am satisfied I have discussed it. You know? So, the notes, according to the Serge Lutens website, are leathery, smoky, amber, and spicy notes. Now, that's not the greatest description of notes I've ever heard, I'm not going to lie to you. So I have decided to take to Fragrantica, which is always known for just how accurate their note listings are, you know? But I must admit, when I look at these, I think to myself, yes, this is a much more accurate representation, you know? Serge Lutens obviously gone down that minimalist note breakdown thing that fragrance fucking brands have gone down recently, which can kiss my arse, because I hate that shit. Anyway, the notes on Fragrantica are Virginia cedar, musk, agate wood, mandarin orange, styrax, nutmeg, cinnamon, incense, leather, myrrh, clove, caraway, African orange flower, civet, and amber. What are the notes I get? Well, Serge is right about it being leathery, smoky, ambery, and spicy, but the notes I get the most of are leather, nutmeg, civet, bit of caraway incense thing. But if I had to pick out like the biggest notes, obviously leather. It's massive leather. Nutmeg. Sorry. Leather, nutmeg. Civet, probably. Okay. Let's have a little talk, shall we? Have a little talk. Serge Lutens. What am I doing selling Serge Lutens? This line, the gratte-ciels, have just been discontinued. You know? So, why am I selling this? Well, because I like to collect this shaped bottle, and I actually have a bottle of Cuir Mauresque in this shaped bottle. Probably worth hundreds, but obviously I'm a Serge collector, so I don't sell. Although I bought this because I thought I would never pay the extra money for the Cuir Mauresque, and then lo and behold, one came along at money that I would pay for it, and well, here we are. Cuir Mauresque, I really like this. It is smoky, it is ambery, it is spicy, it is leathery, you know. It's all those things. It starts off with that kind of dry, spicy, almost saffron-y kind of leather. It's got that kind of weird styrax kind of vibe as well. Clove. It's very dry and spicy. Incense. You know, little bit of that African orange flower, and I'll be honest with you, when I smell this Cuir Mauresque, it reminds me a great deal. No, when I smell this Cuir Canage, it reminds me a great deal of Cuir Mauresque. Cuir Mauresque doesn't have that really syrupy mandarin orange thing going on that gives it this kind of moisture. You know, very slight moisture, thick, like viscous kind of moisture. But it's very aromatic. It's It's very ambery. It's animalic, spicy, balsamic. It's a great Serge Lutens, you know. It's another great Serge Lutens made by Christopher Sheldrake in 1996. It's got that IBQ type leather thing that we find in Derby, which I think is better, except this is a much dirtier, more animalic kind of beast, you know. The Derby was much more of a girl-onified Antaeus. This is much more of a Serge Lutenified Antaeus, you know. Very dark, very smoky, very ambery, very dry, you know, very, very dry, almost caustic. There's a bit of a blurb here, you know. There's a bit of a blurb. Would you like to hear it? On leaving Andalusia, the Moors claimed they were leaving paradise behind. What they left behind, in fact, an iconic fragrance. An elegant, sophisticated leather tanned on acacia bark, which takes us back to a past rich in conquest, culture and refinement. Back when the Moors occupied Cordoba, leather acquired a particular odour. Animal hides were tanned using acacia bark, said Serge Lutens. The design of this collection of signature perfumes by Serge Lutens is inspired by skyscrapers, taking us back to the New York skyline aesthetic of the 1920s and 30s. I could have done without that, I'm not going to lie to you. I could have done without that particular bottle change, you know. But the fragrance is still brilliant. Like, if I didn't have that other kind of version, I wouldn't have sold this. It's a brilliant leather. It's very dry, very caustic, incensey, but like a very particular part of the incense, you know, the dry kind of thing. Sun-kissed, but not bleached, you know. Very dark, brought out some kind of, you know, deep inner oil. Bit of cinnamon in here as well. A beautiful fragrance, absolutely stunning. See if you can find yourself some. They're in the bell jars now, you know. They're in the bell jars. Made with a true Arabian aroma. I can imagine Arabian horse saddles smelling like this. It has definitely got that kind of heat quality to it. You know, constant, unremitting heat. You know, like every day, you know, you've got to look forward to the heat. And the heat is coming. And it will be hot. As I'm sure you can imagine when it's heat. Launched in 1996. I mean, that's the same year as stuff like Aqua di Gio, man. Fucking hell. That's Serge Lutens to a T, that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's a brilliant fragrance. See if you can try it, especially if you like leathers. I'm only selling as to rectify the situation of me not having a Serge Lutens that isn't the normal bottles, you know? Strangely fresh. Strangely fresh. There's something in there. It really does do a lot. You know? You're getting a lot of fragrance here. Haven't opened my other bottle, so I'm not going to get to do a comparison video on the two. But I know other people who have smelled both next to each other and they've said that the differences are negligible. But, it's even dry in the back of my nose out, do you know what I mean? Almost caustic. Beautiful though. I suppose the prices of these will go through the roof now that they've been discontinued, the Graziels. Not my problem, friends. And it shouldn't be yours either. Don't pay those prices. Thanks very much, everyone. I'll see you again soon.